Hello, sons and daughters of our great motherland, Africa. So shout out to all of you, both those on the continent, in the diaspora, and also people of African descent. Thanks for so much support that we're receiving from you guys right now. I mean, the views are just growing, and we're literally on all our social media platforms right now. Thank you so much, and we will continue to push out positive contents.
Thank you so much for your support, for everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments. We want to hear from you. Seriously, we really want to hear from you.
We want to know everything about you.
Absolutely. Just let us know, how our contents are impacting you, and that is why we are here within this social media space to, transport positive vibes to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't forget, going to do some assemble and assemble.
Absolutely. So as usual, as always, you have your host, Malkia Nzuri. So in Swahili, it means the beautiful queens from Africa. Anything else you want to say, sis? Today's topic, what do you think?
Yes, today's topic is to know everything about me. About her. But about you.
Absolutely. So today's topic really is all about internalizing your greatness. Do you really know who you are?
Exactly.
Do you really know who you are? Do you know who your great ancestors, who they are? Do you really know what they had to stand for in order to defend our motherland, Africa? And today we'll be looking at those queens who were part of this great history that we now need to celebrate. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned.
Hey fam, welcome again. As we promised, we are back. And as always, like in our previous video, we talked about the pot. So the knowledge that we'll be sharing with you today are in this pot. So today's topic is going to be so exciting. We're going to be talking about our great queens. Great queens. You need to know who you are. We are all connected to these great queens who have left legacies for us to lash onto and know that we can be as great as they are, because right now their DNA runs in us. Okay, so we're going to be talking about great queens who made history. I have actually come to find out, to be honest, that it's not just men who were kings and ruled Africa. We had great queens who were by our men's side, as queens. And besides that, some of them actually were queens who ruled independently. So we're going to find out about these women, because you know what? The strength in these women can be activated from within, because we are linked to their history. And sis, what do you think?
Absolutely. And also, I will even say that what you hear, you will be so amazed.
Yeah.
So let's start.
Okay, cool. So we're going to be talking about our great African warrior queens. And you're going to find out who they really were. And also, what kind of family background did they come from? And what were those unique character traits, those personality traits? What was unique about these women that led them to become women of greatness, women that we could look up to for inspiration. So we're going to look at this. And I want to start by letting you know that Africa, our motherland, she is a book of mystery. There is so much we are still yet to know about our beautiful continent, Africa. So we're going to take one step back to ancient Africa. Because during the time when these great women ruled, ancient Africa was a platform for women to exercise their potentials, to exercise their abilities. And we're going to find that out today. So we're going to be looking at who they are, what were their family background like, and also what traits did they have that propelled them to become women of greatness. And I hope that at the end of this episode, you will be able to learn something from them. And collectively, we will.
You will be able to know who you are within you.
Absolutely.
Because all the knowledge we're going to release will help you to know and see what you are able and capable to do.
Absolutely. And some of these traits, you might even have them.
Absolutely.
These character traits, these heroine traits, you might have them. It's just that you've not been able to discover them.
They are just dormant.
Absolutely. So we are hoping that this message today will, inspire you to engage in what we call self-discovery, internalizing who you are from within. Okay?
And be able to get out of the frame.
Absolutely. So we're going to start with ancient queens of our beautiful motherland, Africa. So I'm going to take the first one. And just to let you know, women empowerment began in Africa. And the evidence is all out there for us to see. Women of African descent have been way, way ahead compared to other women from every other corner of the world. They were born to lead because it ran in our DNA. So we're going to start with an amazing queen from Ethiopia called Queen Aminashikatu.
Aminashikatu?
Yeah, Aminashikatu.
What a name.
Yeah, very interesting history. I got to find out that she reigned in the Nubian Empire, and this was before Christ. So we're talking about thousands and thousands of years ago. And she exhibited the qualities of a leader. She was bold, she was fearless, she was courageous. She loved her people. And she was a woman of great strength. Aminashikatu was a woman of great strength. She loved to lead, to empower her people, to defend her people, and to also defend the Nubian territory. The Nubian territory was blessed with so much gold reserves. And under the reign of Julius Caesar, he got to know that the Nubian territory is so blessed with all this wealth of gold. And he desired to, capture the land. But little did he know that the people of the Nubian heritage are not the type you can easily defeat easily. So our great queen, Queen Aminashikatu, was aware of this, and she had to get herself ready to embark in a battle against the Roman army. And some of the traits she had that propelled her to greatness were she was a strategist, she was confident, she was fearless, bold, courageous. She was a person's people, so to speak. Like, she cared for people. She wanted to protect her people, and she would go to any length to defend the territory of the Nubian people. So Queen Amina Shikatu was fearless, she was courageous, she was powerful, she was determined to defend her territory, to defend her people, to protect her people. And she had such amazing character traits. She was courageous, she was bold. She did not allow anyone to intimidate her. And with all these amazing qualities, being a strategist, being able to organize and mobilize her army, she successfully, with the help of her people, with her Nubian army, were able to defeat the Roman army. And sadly for them, a lot of them were captured and they became slaves for the Nubian people. So we need to know that women once, ruled and led people from our African continent, and they have left such an amazing legacy. So I really have learned a lot from Amina Shikatu. Now, it doesn't matter whether you're a woman, you need to, be bold, be courageous, be fearless, challenge the status quo. Challenge the status quo. Don't be afraid to challenge the status quo. If you're not happy with what you're seeing right now within a family unit or within a workplace environment or within your community, don't be afraid to air your view. Let people know that, look, we can do things better. Because who knows, you might be placed there at that particular time and season in your life to make a change, to provoke a change. And that was what Queen Amina Shikatu did. She was, at a point in time where the people of Nubian, tribes, they needed a leader, and they found that leader in her. So let us learn from Queen Amina Shikatu, learn it from her. She did so much. She defended her people. She protected her people. She did not allow Emperor Julius Caesar to intimidate her.
To take over.
Absolutely. So we can learn from Queen Amina Shikatu, okay? And there's so much history behind her, and you can further do your research on her. But what I've learned from her is be bold, be courageous, be fearless. Don't be afraid to take risks. Provoke a change. Challenge the status quo.
Exactly.
Okay? Sis, would you want to say anything else about Queen Amina Shikatu?
Just, I want to say what I learned is, in fact, we have to get out of our comfortable zone.
Mm-hmm.
Take risk.
Absolutely.
That's it. So I think that is a good idea and a good example to follow.
Absolutely. And she was a woman. Remember that. She was a woman just like me, just like you, and just like Miss Marie-Pierre.
Absolutely.
We need to reconnect with that woman that is within
us.
Absolutely, because we are descendants of these great women. Find that woman from within. We are descendants of great women who ruled and reigned in our motherland, Africa. We need to reconnect with that. So important.
And don't say, oh, she was a queen. Everybody is a queen.
You are a queen as well. You are.
Everybody is a queen.
Every daughter from the motherland Africa, both in the diaspora, on the continent, and descendants of Africa.
Yes.
You are queens, and we also have our kings as well to support. Okay, so take note of that. So, sis, I will let you, share your knowledge and regarding one of our amazing queens from the Caribbean islands.
Exactly. So I do the queens from the Caribbean island because as I am an Afro descendant, so we take away from the motherland and we arrive in the different part of the Caribbean or Afro
Caribbean
islands. Yeah, exactly. So I start with Jamaica. So we have a queen, a heroine. Her name is Queen Nanny of the Maroons. So I have to explain what is the Maroons. The Maroons are the slaves who were escaped from the plantation.
Mm-hmm.
They were so, abused in every way that to escape, to remove themselves from that situation is to escape. And the moment they escape, they become Maroons.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's very good to know.
So we have Queen Nanny. So Nanny is born around 1686 in Ghana, and she died on the 1733 in Jamaica. So where's she coming from? She comes from the Ashanti tribe, because all the Jamaican mostly came from that region, the region of Akan region, which is the west side of Africa. So the Wayam of Asante or Ashanti is where she coming from. A powerful tribe at that moment.
They still are, though.
They still do.
Ashanti tribe, it's a very powerful tribe in Ghana, in the South Kumasi side.
In the south part of Ghana.
Kumasi.
So they brought her to Jamaica. She was still a child, and she went with most of her family. They were kidnapped and brought over there. And then from her brother, she lived with her brother on the same plantation, the same house, some master in that plantation. She was living with a brother, but the brother did not accept that situation. So they say, all right, as we decide to escape, we are not going to leave any of the family members, sister alone. We go with them, and that they did. So there was three brother and one sister. They fled away, and what happened? Each separate, and Nanny women with one of her brother, which is the name is Kwao.
Okay.
Kwao.
Kwao is a Ghanaian name. It's Quao. Shout out to our Ghanaian brothers and sisters. They will be able to relate with that.
Yeah.
So Kwao is a Ghanaian name.
Exactly. So what they do, they separate, but it was to separate in a strategic way in order to manage their Maroons, because the Maroons become like soldier. And what they did is to go in the plantation and make more slaves free. So they succeed to do, 800 slaves run away thanks to them. So what happened? The British Army did not accept this. Not at all. Not at all. But then what we discovered with Nanny, she was really a a strategic warrior.
Yeah.
She knows how to do and deal with the British troops. So
She was way ahead of them.
oh, I mean, I would say the tactic was so advanced. Those people, I'm telling you, they suffer before to get her. Oh, they suffer.
Yeah.
So
what are some of her character traits that you might want to share with us?
So her
audience?
character trait are much more. She was, first of all, famous, very famous, because she was also a healer. She was using medicinal plant, because when those people were, the Maoris was fighting, there was some injury. So
she was a natural, herbal, traditional herbal specialist.
Yeah, so she knew how to use the plant to cure them. She was a farmer as well, because she was using, I mean, different, the same tactics, the same tactic they use in Africa, how to plant. She used it as well in Jamaica in order to help to survive in the forest, because they was living in the forest. And also she used a lot of tactics come from Africa to survive in the woods.
Survival skills.
Exactly.
So she was a leader.
And she was a leader, the
strategist.
She's a leader from the Maroons. She was courageous, brave, very a combative spirit.
Yeah.
Really strategist, healer, and yes, and also she was a people's person. Yes, absolutely. And this is that reason she was so famous among the Maroons. This is it. And finally, the British attacked in a severe way that she lost her life. So she died in 1733, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
at least she wasn't scared to confront the enemy, as we say.
Absolutely.
She wasn't afraid that, because I'm a woman, I won't be able to take on this, challenge. She put herself at risk, to say, I'm going to stand and, defend my people. It doesn't matter whether I'm a woman. I can go out there and confront the colonialists, who we're oppressing. Because one thing we noticed that was so common about these great women is that they stood for freedom. They stood for freedom. They were freedom fighters. They were defenders of their people. And they didn't look at their gender that, because I'm a woman, I won't be able to do this. So just want to leave you on this good note that you need to be courageous, be fearless, be bold. You could lead people, and who knows, it might be within you, but you just need to find that layers of strength from within.
Yeah, to open that door, to release it.
And believe in yourself.
I think that as it is inside of you, is a call of duty.
Absolutely.
So this is why we shouldn't even look at the gender. It's within you. Yeah. Yes. Don't look at you are a woman.
Because I'm a woman. No.
If it is in you, it's just because
you were assigned to do it.
Exactly.
It's your calling, as they say.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just like our other great women.
So don't hesitate. Just go forward.
Yeah.
Just make it happen.
Believe in yourself.
Yes.
Believe in yourself. It doesn't matter what you want to do in life. Be inspired by these great women. Their character traits, They were bold, fearless, courageous. They had, leadership traits in them. They also were, a people's person.
Exactly.
How to communicate with these people, relate with people, manage people, organize and mobilize, plans for your people, And many of us might be, stuck in a career, or you're thinking of starting up a business. I hope.
Don't be scared.
Absolutely.
Just go forward.
Just go for it. Just go for it.
Go
Don't hold
for
back.
it. Don't.
You know, look. We are coming from a different
Yeah.
pathway in terms of our career, but we said we're going to go for it because we know that we can do it. We just have to find that strength.
Exactly. And let
within.
your yes be a yes, and no be a no.
Absolutely.
Don't say, oh, maybe, or I don't know.
And don't.
Yes or no.
Absolutely. And don't compromise, please. Don't compromise. Because that's one unique thing we noticed about our great African warrior. They never compromised, except it's something that will work in favor for their people. Then they might consider compromising, like if they were trying to go against certain treaties that the colonialists brought forward to them, and if they put forward what they need in terms of conditions, that if I'm to accept this treaty, this is what I want you to do for my people, then there could be a kind of a way of compromising. But if it's going to work against their people, they refuse to accept it. Okay, anyway, stay tuned. We'll be right back, and we'll see you shortly with other inspirational queens. Thank you.